Let's start with a Jew bomb. Anything truly worth having in life isn't going to come easy. Think about it. When was the last time you felt genuinely proud of something that required zero effort? When did an easy win ever transform who you are at your core? The doubt creeping in during those lonely nights. The pressure building when progress seems painfully slow. The voice in your head suggesting you take an easier route. These aren't obstacles standing in your way. They're actually essential parts of the journey itself. They're what make the journey worth taking. I see so many people misreading these signals. They feel resistance and think, this must be wrong for me. They encounter difficulty and conclude, I should find an easier path. But that's getting it backward. The resistance is often confirmation that you're pushing into territory that matters. The difficulty is evidence that you're expanding beyond your previous limits. It's like working out, right? If your muscles aren't feeling some burn, you're probably not growing stronger. The same principle applies to every meaningful area of life. That comfort you're feeling is the sensation of your comfort zone being stretched, your limitations being tested, and your character being strengthened. Let's be honest about the easy paths in life. Sure, they offer comfort. Sure, they're low stress. But they leave no lasting mark on who you are. They don't forge resilience. They don't build wisdom. They don't create stories worth telling. Think about it. What do you remember more vividly? The times everything went smoothly? Or the times you had to dig deep to overcome something more challenging? I bet it's the latter. Our brains are literally wired to find meaning in struggle. The easy stuff, it just fades away. Most people will never understand this. They'll choose the path of least resistance every time, opting for immediate comfort over lasting growth. They'll watch from the sidelines, maybe even criticize those who choose harder paths. They'll wonder, why would anyone choose to struggle if they don't have to? But deep down, I think they know what they're missing out on. Here's what wow about difficult paths. They reveal aspects of yourself you never knew existed. It's in the crucible of challenge where your true capabilities are not just tested, but actually revealed and refined. Remember that time you faced something that seemed impossible at first? Maybe it was a project at work, a personal goal, or even a relationship challenge. Remember how you surprised yourself? You discovered resources within that you didn't know you had. You found creativity, resilience, and determination that had been dormant until that moment of necessity. That's the real magic of difficulty. It doesn't just test what you already know about yourself. It introduces you to parts of yourself you never met before. The person who emerges from significant challenges isn't the same person who started the journey. You become expanded, deepened, strengthened in ways that simply aren't possible through easy paths. And here's the thing about that transformation. Once you experience it, you can never go back to who you were before. You've tasted the satisfaction that comes from pushing through when others would quit. You've experienced the profound self-discovery that only comes through confronting your own limits. You've learned that your capacity for growth is far greater than your initial doubts suggested. I want you to take a moment and reflect on something. You've navigated difficult waters before. We all have. You've faced moments when giving up seemed like the only sensible choice. Yet somehow you persevered. Maybe it was finishing school while working full-time. Maybe it was rebuilding after a devastating loss. Maybe it was pushing through a physical challenge that tested your limits. Whatever it was, you did it. And those experiences weren't just about reaching goals. They were about becoming someone stronger, more resilient, more capable. Now, standing at whatever new challenge you're facing, Remember, you're not the same person who started your journey. You're equipped with the wisdom of past struggles, the strength of overcome obstacles, and the deep knowing that difficulty is often the price of meaningful achievement. When you feel doubt creeping in, remind yourself, I've been here before. I faced impossible odds before, and I'm still standing. That reminder isn't just positive thinking, it's drawing on real evidence from your life. You have a track record of resilience. You have proof of your capacity to overcome. Use that evidence to fuel your current journey. So, what does all this mean for the challenge you're facing right now? It means you can approach it differently. Instead of seeing difficulty as something to avoid, you can welcome it as a familiar companion on the road to growth. When you feel pressure building, let it remind you that you're pursuing something that matters. When the path gets steep, recognize it as the terrain of meaningful achievement. When doubt whispers that you should turn back, thank it for confirming you're on a path worth taking. You didn't come this far, push through so much, learn so many hard lessons just to stop when things get tough. The strength you're building, the resilience you're developing, the character you're forging, these will remain long after the current challenge is overcome. And here's the beautiful truth. This isn't about reaching a destination. It's about becoming the person capable of reaching it. The struggle you're facing isn't just testing you, it's transforming you. That evolution of who you are, that's the real achievement. So stand firm in the face of difficulty. Embrace the way of your worthwhile goals. Know that the resistance you feel isn't a warning sign. It's confirmation that you're on a path of growth and meaning. You're not just building a future, you're building yourself. And that, more than any easy victory, is worth every ounce of effort you're investing. The struggle isn't separate from the achievement. It's what makes the achievement meaningful. So when things get tough this week, and they will, remember, difficulty isn't the enemy of your journey. It's the essence of a journey worth taking. And remember, you've always got what it takes to embrace it fully. Thank you for listening. And until next time, never stop believing in yourself.